In this video, we're in the Lofoten Islands, Arctic Norway, and it's very dark due to the polar night, so we're out for a night dive. This is only about 6:30 at night, and we're diving and checking out the area to see what we can find. And today's video, I've luckily come across a first find for me, and they're called squat lobsters, and it's this tiny little lobster that lives in and around the area. Quite hard to find, pretty deep, and just very, very hard to find. So as you can imagine, I was pretty stoked.
That's so cool. So it's got a squat lobster. Oh. Sweet. How sick is that? I mean, I know it's only tiny and I feel a bit bad, but it's also delicious. There's more down there. You should go down and...
Here we're going to make some lovely wild caught squat lobster sushi. And the squat lobster is also krine krabbe in Norwegian. From 2 lobsters, we got that much. So we have a small amount, but we're still going to have enough to make one nice sushi roll from it. So we're going to grab our sushi rice that we've pre-made. I'm going to push that out. When I do this, I like to lightly wet my fingers the whole time. So you have damp fingers, and that stops the rice sticking to you. You can also use like something like this to help you as well sometimes when you do it. You know, when you put everything down, you can also use this and it will help you. And we're going to go nicely to the line here and to the line here with the rice that we have. So we just get the rough amount of the rice that we need. Little bit more, and I can see that whenever you feel that the rice is starting to stick to your fingers, you just lightly wet your fingers again, and then you won't have the rice sticking to you. Fill in any little gaps that you have in different areas. Have a little gap here around the corner. Okay, so that's pretty good, I think. Just about. Okay, so once again, you just check that the rice is coming out to nice 4 sort of corners along that, nice and even. So then the next part, so we're going to start throwing down our bits and pieces in it. So today we're just going to keep it really, really simple. And in it, we're going to have some avocado, we're going to have some spring onions, cucumber, and then we're going to finish with a little mix that we're going to make with the squat lobster. So first, I always like to whack the avos in. So we go avocados right down the middle. Then we're going to go a couple of pieces of cucumber, some of the green part and some of the center part, you know, so it looks all sort of fair and even when you finish it. And then we're going to put in some spring onion like this. And then the next part, we have the squat lobster, and we took out all the arms, the claws, every single little bit and piece of the lobster that we could take out. And then what we did is we got all the crushed shells and all the leftover bits. And then we crushed up, we put it in a pot with a little bit of butter, and we caramelized it. And then we threw some sour cream in there as well. We reduced it. And so we made this sort of like sort of lobster sort of sour cream from it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to throw that in here. Actually, I'm going to mix it in here. I'm going to go like this. So that little sort of lobster sour cream, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it all together. Got to taste it, make sure it's good. And that is good. So, once again, it was sour cream boiled with a little bit of burnt butter and all the leftover scraps of the squat lobster. So we've got that together like that. It has all the lobster in it. Then we're going to go and we're going to place that inside really nicely. We're going to put that in all the way up until the end. And the aim for this was we really wanted to, because these lobsters are so small, we want to try and use everything. You know, we want to waste nothing. The aim is to try and use as much as you can and use as less as you can, you know, and then that's more sustainable and more people can go diving and have more fish and seafood and more for the future. Okay. So, there we go. We've got that in there nicely. And then the next part of it is here. So, now I forgot to bring my bamboo sushi rolling mat today. So, I had to sort of MacGyver and kind of make one with baking paper. So, this is going to take me a little bit longer. It's going to be a bit funny. So, once again, we have our sushi in our sushi roll. Let's see if we can make this happen. We're going to go like this. We're going to roll it and push it in. Roll it and push it in. And then you have to go up, go up, go up. And then with a bamboo rolling mat, you can roll it a little bit tighter and firmer than using baking paper. But it is still possible to be done without a bamboo rolling mat. So, there we have our little squat lobster sushi with some cucumber, avocado, and spring onion. And we're going to let it sit for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to carve it up nicely and see what it's like inside. So now's the fun part. We get to eat, and we're starving because it's taking us a little bit of time. Okay, so we're going to cut this up. So this is our squat lobster sushi roll. Cut that up nicely. And then the moment of truth, we're going to have a little look inside and look at that. I didn't cut all the way through. Look at that. For using our little baking paper sort of napkin, I think it's done not too bad. So we're going to plate this up beautifully. So on this one, we're going to get a little bit of soy sauce. And of course we want to plate this and make it look sexy, so we're going to put our little squat lobster shells on there as well. Right, so there is our first little one. What we're going to do as well is we're going to put a little bit of wasabi on the side of this one. So our first one, squat lobster sushi with a little bit of a sort of lobster sour cream with some avocado and some spring onions and cucumber.